is Tiffany Klebner. Today I will be making a Vietnamese summer roll, and the summer roll is one of my favorite things to eat and things to make because it's pretty simple and everybody knows them and loves them very much. And I will show you what ingredients you need to buy, where you can get your ingredients, and how to prep them and put them together, and how you can really enjoy it with your family and friends. And when you entertain, they're great for little appetizers and small plates, and they're also great for health food after workout and gym and things like that. So hopefully you enjoy it and keep watching. And these are the ingredients that I will be using to make the Vietnamese summer roll. I am using fresh shrimp that I pre-cooked at Butterfly, and I am using the Vietnamese vermicelli noodle and avocado. I'm using different herbs, Thai basil, cilantro, a long bean, which I love, but you don't have to use the long bean if you don't want to. They're kind of hard to find unless you go to an Asian market. If not, you can just use any beans or regular beans that you like. And I'm using scallion, but you could also use any herbs you like or vegetables as well. You can use cabbages, you can use lettuce and things like that. And I'm using the rice paper to roll them. And this is the vermicelli noodle, rice noodle, that you will have to boil like a pasta and let it get softened. And this is how it looks like, just like that. So these are the ingredients, and you can find them in any Asian market, especially the herbs, or you can just go to your local supermarket and grocery shops, and I'm sure they do have cilantro and scallions and lettuce and things like that that you can fill up on with your roll. And also I have here the sauce that I'm going to be serving it with, and this sauce is a homemade I would say peanut sauce, but I actually use a sugar syrup with some chili pepper and garlic, and I just mash it together. Or if you don't want to homemade that yourself, you can just buy a Vietnamese rice paper roll sauce, which is like a peanut sauce from any Asian market or supermarket that you can find. Hello, so here we're going to start making the summer roll, and I'm going to start you off with get a bowl that you have in your house. Then you can fill it up in a very warm water, so that way you can soak the rice paper. So this is the rice paper that I'm using, so I'm going to take it out of the bag and I'm going to soak it in the warm water. So, and when you soak it, you kind of just rotate it around so all the water can get into it, and then it's going to become softer so you can roll them easily. So I usually roll it around for about maybe like 30 seconds or 20 seconds if you like. It all depends on how thick the rice paper that you pick and choose. Some people prefer thinner paper, some people prefer a little bit more thicker, but I usually like it like paper thin. So once it's soaked, I am going to lay it down on this wooden cutting board. You can also use a plate as well. You don't need to use a cutting board, just whatever surface that it's easy for you to handle, that it won't stick to, the paper won't rip, or try not to rip it. So I'm going to start with my pre-cooked shrimp that I cut in half. So I'm going to lay them down first because it looks pretty when you take the color side of the shrimp, the pink side of the shrimp, and I usually put like 3-4 shrimps depending on the size. This is a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna put like 5 in here, just like that. And then after that, I'm gonna add my noodles. So this is the vermicelli noodle that I use. So what you can do is you buy the noodles like that in a pack, like this, here. And then you boil it in hot water. And then after that, of course, you, like pasta, you drain them out and then let the water kind of dry out a little bit before you start using them. And so after I layer my shrimp at the bottom first, my noodles, now I'm going to put my cilantro or the herbs that I prefer, that I like eating. A lot of times people like using lettuce, different color lettuce is nice, or even red cabbages, really slicey thin, and avocado. You can use carrots, shredded carrots. You can just use just about anything to put in your roll. So after my cilantro, I put my Thai basil, which I love. This is a Thai basil that I got from the Asian market. And then I'm putting this long beans, which I like a lot because it's crunchy and it has this beautiful scent to it. And then my scallion. And then also I'm going to put the avocado as well because I love the creaminess of an avocado. And it has that like softness, the crunchiness of the cucumber, or you could also use cucumber, the crunchiness of the long bean that I'm using. And then you have the creaminess of the avocado, so you have all these different texture and taste in your rolls. So now that I'm layering and putting all the stuff that I want to put in my rolls, I'm going to basically roll it like an egg roll. See, so I lift up the paper and then I roll it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like basically pulling in the edges, pulling up the edges like this. And then you just keep rolling it until you get to the end of the paper. And then this is how it's going to look like, just like this. So I'm going to make a couple more. I usually make about 3 for myself. And my kids actually like them also. My kids love the summer roll because I set them up just like this, and they will sit, around and or stand around, and they will do it with me and make their own rolls, and it's a lot of fun for them. So they absolutely love it themselves. And you could also use chicken breast that you get from like the supermarket, the pre-roasted chicken breast, or a whole chicken, and you just take the whatever meat that you like from it, the dark meat, the white meat, and you can just make that into a roll as well, put into your rolls. So it's more of whatever you prefer your protein to be. Or you can even just make it a vegetarian. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you could just use just all vegetables. That's also another way to do it, which is really delicious too. So you can make a variety when you're having a party. You can just make it a vegetarian style. You can make it a, with adding proteins if you like. So I'm going to add more shrimp again. The same thing. I am putting about 6 shrimps this time, or 5, 6 shrimp this time, because mine's a little bit smaller. So here I'm layering it with my shrimp first, and then I am using my noodles as my second layer. I like extra noodles, so I'm going to put just a little bit more. And now I'm going to add my Thai basil. That I love the smell of Thai basil. And my cilantro, which I absolutely adore. And then I'm going to add my long beans again, which I love. It's so crunchy, and it's like eating a crunchier asparagus, I feel, like a raw asparagus. You can even add put your own asparagus if you like. Asparagus, carrots, lettuce, anything you want. And then my last thing I'm going to add is my avocado, which I love my avocado. I think I like anything with avocado, just about. And here we go. So I'm again going to lift the bottom of the rice paper and roll it up like an egg roll. And then when I get to this point, I'm just going to pull up the edges on each side. And then I'm just going to keep rolling until I get to the end of the paper. And here's my roll again. This is my second roll. And this is how it looks like. And then what I can do is, if you want to decorate it even more so to make it even prettier, I could put my cilantro here like this, make it look pretty. The presentation is absolutely stunning. See? And then I'm going to serve it with my homemade sauce, or you can also use this sauce that I bought from the market. It's a Vietnamese peanut sauce. So but for now, I am going to serve it like this. And this is how it looks like. Look how gorgeous this is. Wouldn't you want to eat this? So I hope you make this for yourself and for your family. And if you like, please keep subscribing to me. I enjoy cooking with you and showing you how I come up with my different dishes and recipes. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy! So this is how my summer roll looks like. This is completely done. And it looks delicious and yummy, and I can't wait to get into it. It is so good. Enjoy, everyone.